In this video, I'll be showing you the 2 best ways to use hair gel so that your hair stays looking as good as possible. And towards the end of the video, I'll also be sharing the reasons why I don't think hair gel is the best product for most guys. Let's jump right in. You can use these techniques with almost any form of hair gel. I picked up this tub for under £1, but I find that gels in general perform very similar across different price points. I find the overall best way to use a hair gel is in combination with a hairdryer, as what we like to call a pre-styling product. So start off with wet, clean hair, and then rub a small amount of gel between your hands and then across the hair. Make sure that you've got a thin layer across all the areas of the head, and then set the hairdryer onto a medium temperature and a fast speed. Then start to dry and shape the hair either with your hands or with some type of brush like this round one I'm using in this video. You'll find a link to that as well as the other products in the video in the description below. You can create volume in the hair by using a twisting motion. As the hair starts to dry, you can start shaping your style. The stickiness of the gel helps provide quite a strong structure, meaning that you can do quite a lot with the hair. And then you can finish with the hairdryer by doing a short, cool blast. You'll notice that when you finish doing this, your hair doesn't have the typical greasy, wet look that a gel normally provides. It looks much more matte and much more natural. And it also provides significantly more volume, which means that you can have a range of hairstyles. It's up to you what you do from here. You can leave the hair as it is, or you can use a second product if you want to reinforce the hold. Overall, for me, that's the best way of using hair gel. But here's a second method if you don't have a hairdryer. For this one, you'll want to grab the narrowest tooth comb that you can find. For this technique, make sure that you start with either dry or only slightly damp hair. Then apply a thin layer of gel across the head of hair, and then you'll want to get to work with your comb. I'll mention in a minute why I think this type of comb works best. Then with your fine tooth comb, you can start to create the style that you want. This hairstyle generally works best for more formal slick back hairstyles, especially those with the parting. Make sure that you style quickly because the gel will dry quite fast. And then overall, you'll be left with a sleek look. Not too dissimilar from using a pomade. So that's my 2 recommended ways of using hair gel, either with a hairdryer or with a fine tooth comb. But I also wanted to throw in a couple of my thoughts about these types of products, and why you might actually get better results with different types instead. Now, undoubtedly, this sort of product does have a couple of advantages. Number 1, you can normally find these incredibly cheap. And the second being, they often provide a very strong hold. Unfortunately, you'll never catch me using this sort of product on a daily basis for a couple of simple reasons. The first one is that hair gel has a tendency to clump the hair. Multiple strands normally get bound together when using this, meaning that in most cases, you can see straight through to the scalp of the user. If you've got fine or thinning hair like myself, it's only going to make that hair look even thinner. You'll notice here if I try and style this normally with my hands in any sort of way, it just doesn't give a good look. This is also why I recommended using a comb with as fine a teeth as you can find, because this will keep the hair strands as individual as possible, reducing the chances of people being able to see straight through to the scalp. The second thing is often I find that gels end up being flaky, especially if you start touching your hair or if you're using any sort of heat with your hair. It'll almost look as if you've got really bad dandruff. This is just one of the strange properties that you get with gels. And the third reason really is just the aesthetic. Gels almost always look greasy and wet. It can make it look like your hair is absolutely caked in product or that you've just been caught in a monsoon. It looks the opposite of a natural matte finish. And I find that if you want the high shine finish, that there's various types of pomades that just do a better job. And really, that's my viewpoint as a whole. I think that you can get other products, even at similar prices to this really cheap gel, that do a better job. For instance, this Wella Shockwaves product I picked up at the same price as the hair gel. And although it isn't a great product, it's still a lot better than the hair gel. Provides a much more natural matte finish, and it's much more easy to use as a whole, which overall contributes to giving you a better looking hairstyle. So in the description, I'll try and link this one or an equivalent depending on where you live, as well as a premium product that provides even better results. I'll try and link products for UK, India, and America as well. What do you think about hair gel? Let me know in the comment section below. If you found this video useful, please press the like button, and to see videos like this in the future, press the subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next video.